We can't say for sure, but according to legend, Carol Channing's character in Thoroughly Modern Millie was supposed to blow a raspberry in this scene. Instead, Channing misread the script direction and literally shouted, "Raspberry!" In Scream, when Billy hit Stu with the phone, it was actually an accident. The fake blood made it slip out of Skeet Ulrich's hand. Matthew Lillard's hilarious line was improvised on the spot.
Fucking hit me with the phone!
In 1917, Schofield is running along a trench when another soldier runs into him and trips him up. This was unscripted. An extra accidentally ran into George McKay during a particular take, but he recovered and kept running. In Napoleon Dynamite, the scene where Kip drives over a Tupperware bowl was actually a happy accident. The bowl wasn't supposed to break, it was meant to just bend, but instead, it shattered with a loud pop.
Dang it!
In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, the moment where Ron falls off the couch wasn't in the script. Rupert Grint genuinely lost his balance and took a tumble during the scene. In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory during the Candyman, Aubrey Woods accidentally lifts the counter into a little girl's chin. She flinches but keeps going, making it into the final cut.
The Candyman.
In A New Hope, Luke's line about the helmet wasn't in the script.
I can't see a thing of this helmet.
Mark Hamill thought the cameras had stopped rolling and said it out of genuine frustration with the costume, but it fit the scene so well, they kept it in.
I can't see a thing of this helmet.
In The Usual Suspects, when Redfoot flicks a cigarette at McManus, it accidentally hit Stephen Baldwin in the eye instead of his chest. His angry reaction was real, and they kept that take in the movie. In The Way of the Gun, Ryan Philippe accidentally punched Sarah Silverman for real, leaving a welt on her face. He was devastated and cried, apologizing, but Silverman later joked it actually made the scene funnier. Also, the smack on the butt Longbaugh gives one of the prostitutes as she passes by was ad-libbed by Benicio Del Toro. The actress was reportedly not at all pleased by his improvisation.
Don't play that race bullshit card with me. 9 out of 10 guys I are black guys.
In The Heat, when Melissa McCarthy's character throws a phone book at a suspect's face, it really hits actor Michael McDonald. He was supposed to dodge it but missed, and you can actually see him flinch in pain. During the phone booth scene in Rainman, Dustin Hoffman accidentally farted, and Tom Cruise's hilarious reactions were completely real.
Did you fart, Ray?
Fart.
Did you f***ing fart?
Fart.
Hoffman later said it was his favorite moment from any film he'd ever done, even more than his work in Shakespeare on stage.
Did you f***ing fart?
Fart.
In The Martian, Donald Glover's fall while getting up for coffee was a real accident. Instead of breaking character, he just stood up and said he was fine, so Ridley Scott kept it in the movie.
Are you alright? It's fine.
In American Graffiti, the water balloon scene was supposed to hit the car window, but it accidentally hit Mackenzie Phillips right in the face. She couldn't help but laugh and stayed in character and ad-libbed through it.
Very funny. What a job.
Also, when the guy robbing the liquor store tosses the bottle to Toad, Charles Martin Smith almost misses it. They had practiced the scene perfectly, but Lucas liked the imperfect take and kept that one too. In Addams Family Values, the scene where Joel throws down his arrow during archery wasn't scripted. Actor David Krumholtz got frustrated when he couldn't notch the arrow properly and tossed it in anger. Luckily, the director loved it and kept it in the movie.
Good try.
If the milk turns out to be sour, I ain't the kind of pussy to drink it.
In Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels, Nick the Greek accidentally broke a glass table during a scene by dropping his glass on it. His shocked reaction was genuine, and the moment was so amusing that they left it in. In The Master, Joaquin Phoenix accidentally broke a real, historically significant toilet during an improvised moment in the jail scene. He didn't mean to, and didn't even think it was possible. In The Princess Diaries, Anne Hathaway's hilarious fall on the bleachers was totally real. She slipped on the wet metal, laughed in embarrassment, and Heather Matarazzo stayed in character to check if she was okay.
Joe!
In The Hateful Eight, there's a brutal, unscripted moment during the guitar scene. Kurt Russell was supposed to smash a replica, but accidentally destroyed a 150-year-old $40,000 antique guitar on loan from the Martin Guitar Museum.
Music time's over.
Jennifer Jason Leigh's shocked reaction was completely real. In Bring It On, during the Clover's big routine at the national championship, two cheerleaders accidentally collide on the left side of the screen. It's a quick moment, but once you spot it, you'll never unsee it. In Fast and Furious 6, during the barbecue scene, Roman jokes about hiding the baby oil, but Dwayne Johnson improvised a comeback so funny that Ludacris did a real spit take on camera.
Hey, Mia, you better hide your baby oil. You better hide that big-ass forehead. I was just joking.
In The Outsiders, Matt Dillon accidentally fell off his chair during the scene where Dallas flirts with Cherry. C. Thomas Howell and Diane Lane's laughter was completely real. In Mr. Nanny, there's a bizarre moment where a man in the background throws his dog into the ocean. It wasn't scripted, the guy wasn't part of the production. He just happened to get caught on camera, leaving viewers confused to this day. In Blade Runner, Daryl Hannah's crash into the car wasn't scripted. It was a real accident. She slipped while running, smashed through the car window, and chipped her elbow in 8 places. The scar from that scene is still with her today. In The Dreamers, Eva Green accidentally set her hair on fire while leaning over a candle during a scene. Both she and Michael Pitt quickly put it out with their hands, and their reactions were totally real. In Quantum of Solace, there's a funny mistake where an extra is seen sweeping the dock, but the broom is hovering off the ground. It's likely they wanted to avoid picking up the sweeping sound, but it's hilariously obvious once you notice. In Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, during the dance number, one of the dancers accidentally clipped Jane Russell's back, knocking her into the pool. It wasn't scripted, but the moment worked so well they kept it in, though the dancer was later fired for trying to claim it was intentional. In The Birdcage, there's a hilarious unscripted moment where Robin Williams slips on the kitchen floor during a chaotic scene. Instead of breaking character, he kept going, improvising through laughter.
It's all right, stop crying! God damn you! What are you standing there for? Go! Go! She'll be here in a minute, go!
In Scent of a Woman, there's a funny moment where Al Pacino, fully in character as the blind Frank Slade, accidentally walks into a garbage can during a scene. Pacino didn't break character at all, and the stumble actually fit so naturally with his performance that they kept it in. In The Two Towers, when Aragorn kicks a helmet in frustration after thinking Merry and Pippin are dead, Viggo Mortensen actually broke 2 toes in the process. The scream of pain you hear is totally real. In How the Grinch Stole Christmas, there's a hilarious unscripted moment during the scene where the Grinch yanks a tablecloth off a fully set table. Carrie was supposed to pull it and send everything flying, but by accident he pulled it perfectly, leaving all the dishes standing. In Baywatch, Zac Efron's slow-motion fall during the beach run wasn't planned. He actually tripped for real while filming and felt embarrassed, but it worked so well for comedy they kept it in the movie. In North by Northwest, there's a funny mistake during the scene where Eve shoots Roger with blanks in a crowded restaurant. If you watch closely, a young boy in the background covers his ears before the gun even fires. In Django Unchained, Leonardo DiCaprio really cut his hand when he slammed it on a glass during the dinner scene. Instead of breaking character, he kept going, finishing the intense scene with blood dripping from his hand. The idea to smear blood on Broomhilda's face? That was DiCaprio's suggestion, though they used fake blood for that part.